Back in April, you saw we covered NFL Flag San Diego's 7-on-7 tournament, one that featured several NFL stars in the building. And the group that helped put that on, of course, it was Hard Count Athletics. And now they're back. This time, it's a countrywide campaign. Why is that? Well, take a look at the board, as they are going to have the best of the best from flag football players across the nation, aged from 7 to 15. They've been playing in tournaments in various big cities all across the nation. And this weekend, they're coming right here to Southwestern College in the National Championship playoffs. Teams will, of course, be qualifying Friday and Saturday, and the big game is on Sunday. And to talk about that, we have the man that runs the show over at Hard Count Athletics up in North County, Mr. Greg Williams. Had you here before. It's great to have you here again. Looking beautiful, looking scholarly. It's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me again. Appreciate it.
So let's start by explaining to the people a 7-on-7 and then a 5-on-5 national championship. What is that and why is that important?
I mean, that's important because obviously we're bringing some of the greatest kids from around the country to, obviously San Diego, which is, America's greatest city. So we'll be able to bring those kids in there, be able to compete on a high level. And we got a 3-day weekend, which is going to be action-packed on Father's Day weekend, and we're actually looking forward to it, and we're ready to go.
I imagine before all the action, the hardest thing for you over this time period is the logistics, because you've got hundreds of kids that are trying to make their way from all sorts of different plot points around the country to get here. So what's life like for you right now?
Oh, man, to be honest with you, man, I think you hit it absolutely right. I mean, just this morning, I was up at 4 o'clock this morning, rushing down to the fields and getting everything set up. Obviously, my phone is ringing because we have, kids traveling in from various states. We have people coming in from Texas, Hawaii, Colorado, Arizona, Northern California, and obviously, they all want to talk to me because they have last-minute questions. Everybody want to make sure they understand and everything, and so it's a pretty cool thing, and I look forward to it, and I'm glad that they can come to me as a resource if they need any help, and want to have the best chance to possibly have their teams advance to the national championship on Sunday.
That's exciting stuff. So you have a 7-on-7 separate tournament, but then the national championship, it's 5-on-5.
Correct.
And some people may not be familiar with the idea of having 5-on-5, but they've heard 7-on-7. Why does that number exist, and what's the benefit for the kids at that level?
The benefit from it, like the 5-on-5, is obviously it's a non-contact sport. And actually, it's a developmental game for kids that's actually transitioning into tackle football into 7-on-7. And it's a big deal around the country, especially with the NFL flag program, and it's very competitive. And these kids get after it. And for us at Hard Count Athletics to be able to host those kids and bring them here to San Diego and have them under our tutelage is a great thing, and we take great pride in doing that.
There you go. We saw some famous faces back in April when you guys had your NFL Flag San Diego event. We're going to still see some more famous faces this time around?
Oh, absolutely. When you come to a Hard Count Athletics event, you will see some professional athletes.
The celebs are out.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, obviously, you guys all know Phillip Rivers is a part of the program, and he actually loved this type of competition. As you know, if you know anything about Phil, we're going to have DeMarcus Ware, the former Dallas Cowboy, and Denver Broncos Super Bowl champion. He's going to be out there. His kid is playing here this weekend. Marvin Jones, the starting receiver from the Lions, is going to be here. LeGarrette Blount from the Detroit Lions, and we're going to have some other surprises out there that we just don't want to leak everything out. We want you to come out and see it for yourself.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Your group, Hard Count Athletics, helps put players when they're young, and they turn into the people that we see on the PPR in the fall. Who are some of the guys that we're going to see this fall in the Prep Pigskin Report that have come through your building?
You're going to see Desmond Tua from Vista High School. He's doing great things out there on the high school level. You're going to see Xavier Reese from San Marcos, another great one out there that came through NFL Flag San Diego and the Hard Count program. You're going to see Robbie Ramos out of Escondido High School. You're going to see Troy Faulkner that came out currently at Mission Hills High School. That's going to be on the varsity this year. You're going to see Carson Tomiopou from Mount Carmel High School, the Sun Devils.
With the big arm.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so those just to name a few. We have a few others out there, but I just really can't think of them on top of my head.
That says something about it because it means you got so many, you can't even say them all.
Absolutely.
So we can't wait to see them. It'll be a silver pigskin preview, essentially, is what you've got
Absolutely.
in your hands. I want to thank you so much again for coming in.
Thank you.
We will be out
much.
there. HCA, big-time national championship will be a lot of fun. Back to you guys.